With a WWE star on his final run and more, this is Wrestling Hub. My name is John and you're watching the Wrestling Report. Before we get into the rest of the video, make sure you subscribe to Wrestling Hub and turn on all notifications to stay up to date with everything in the world of pro wrestling. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Wrestling Hub Official and follow us on Twitter at Wrestling_Hub. After defeating Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's title, Rhea Ripley was asked about being a Grand Slam champion in WWE. I mean, like you said, history. I'm here to make history. Growing up in South Australia, I was told that my dream of making it to WWE wouldn't happen, so just making it here is an accomplishment. Being the first Grand Slam champion to have those championships is so satisfying. I'm so proud of my journey to WWE and journey in WWE. To have all those moments, that's one thing I strive to. So I want to write my name in the history books, and I've gone and done that. Revealing what he told Sami Zayn following their tag title win over the Usos at WrestleMania, Kevin Owens said during the post-show press conference, "I'll say what we said at the top of the ramp. After everything set in, we walked up the ramp and we turned around and saw the sea of people, and I said to him, none of this would happen without Super Dragon and PWG, which is where we made our name here in California, and without the opportunities that he gave us, I don't think that things would have turned out like that for us." As Logan Paul faced off against Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, many were upset with his zipline entrance, with them writing on Twitter, "Very poor choice on the Logan Paul entrance. You would think that WWE would have learned with Owen Hart." I'll give it to Logan Paul. He could be the only person to wrestle and generate genuine disdain for his being in the ring. I have no care in the world for this clout chaser. I love Seth Rollins exposing him kayfabe, but this Owen Hart entrance is too edgy. Wasn't feeling that. Rest in peace, Owen Hart. When it comes to possible plans for Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania, Sean Ross Sapp reported that the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal Trophy was sent over from Staples Center to SoFi Stadium today. We're told it's supposed to be involved in an entrance, which would indicate Lashley's involvement. With MLW letting Enzo Amore go, it was said that Fightful Select has learned that Enzo will no longer be used in MLW as the company decided to sever ties with him. Sources familiar with the situation claimed that Enzo had declined much of the upcoming creative and wasn't interested in working with some top talent in the company. Those we spoke to said there were also issues with him putting over other talent at upcoming shows. Reacting to his release from MLW, Enzo wrote on Twitter, "Hilarious. I never signed a deal. I had a handshake. Do we want screenshots? I can just take you to court. Actually, LOL. Thanks for everything. I had fun." Enzo would then post a series of videos explaining his side of the story.
It's WrestleMania weekend, and I assure you, that's all anybody gives a fuck about, okay? That's all anybody's talking about. But I have, let it be known, everybody knows, I've always been a free agent. Everything I ever did with any company was in good faith, which I want to keep going, okay? So I just want to say thank you to MLW and to all the people there, the staff and the boys in the locker room. It was an awesome experience. I had a lot of fun, but I had to run, and I knew on my way out the door that I had to put somebody over. And the biggest star in that locker room is definitely Micro Man. And so him standing on my chest, 1, 2, 3, he'll be signing that 8x10 for the rest of his life, okay? Stretcher job, out the door. Definitely not coming back. But I want to address something. There was an advertisement for me wrestling for the MLW title. That was false advertisement. I told the owner there day one that I never wanted to fight for the title. And on my way out the door, an advertisement came out that I was fighting for that title. And apparently that's false advertisement because I never agreed to that. And I'm not under contract. So everything that I've ever done there, I've had to agree upon. Because like I said, I'm not under contract. If I'm under contract and you're my boss, then I'm doing whatever you tell me to do, okay? But everything I've done was in good faith. And that's bad business trying to say that you fired me WrestleMania weekend trying to squeeze a headline, dude. How dare you? Seriously? You know, wrestlers write tell-all books, okay? And bury people in them and they still get jobs and they're on TV. And that ain't what I'm about to do. That ain't me, yo. I'm not the one. I ain't about to talk shit and bury people. I just want to get out in front of this thing and let it be announced, okay? Like, yo, I was at the 2300 arena when a stack of advertisements saying I was fighting for the MLW title was dropped on my table, and I sent that picture of the flyer to the owner. And I'm like, what is this, bro? I'm fighting for your title? And he's like, oh yeah, sorry, it slipped through the cracks. I'm wearing too many hats here at MLW. I totally forgot that you said you never wanted to fight for the title here. Oh, you forgot, bro? I was born at night, but not last night, dude. Don't play yourself, okay? I'm not fighting for that title, but you played those fans when you put that advertisement out there for something that I never agreed upon. I'm not under contract with you. And so when you send me creative direction to bury a guy who just beat cancer, like, look, I do a lot of things on a microphone. I talk a lot of shit. Like, that ain't one of them, man. Sorry, cancer's a sensitive subject, and I didn't want to bury a guy who just beat cancer. So there was nothing left for me to do at MLW. I put over Microman on the way out the door like a certified G that I am, and I laid down 1, 2, 3. They wrote me off TV. But don't try to catch me with a headline saying that you fired me when I've never been under contract with you. I've just been a man of my word, bro. I got my balls in my word, and I don't break for nobody. Hey, you don't. I'm a rapper. That was a double entendre. Court is the name of the owner of MLW. If I go to court, I'm not going to take legal action. I assure you of that. I had nothing but good things to say about the 2 years I had at MLW. Great experience. Things just don't always last forever. And in the end, like I said, I didn't like the creative direction of burying a guy who had cancer. And I just think it was shiesty that somebody put out a bunch of articles. Clearly, I know who. The guy who fucking runs the place, right? You put out a bunch of articles WrestleMania weekend saying that I got fired. Like, oh, that's a low blow. That's bad business. Especially when, you know, all the conversations we've ever had, you know, you have and I have. And I know what we said to each other. So that just needs to be known. When you put out an advertisement that says, oh, Enzo got released, like, you're just blasting my name out there trying to make headlines. And that's just cold-blooded. That's fucked up. And I would never do that. I have nothing but good things to say about my experience for 2 years at MLW. In the end, it just... nothing lasts forever, right? That's all it was, people. When I go to court, it's the owner. I don't need legal action. There's no contracts involved here. But thank you for the experience I had. And thank you to all the fans who watched. It was awesome.
Following night 1 of WrestleMania 39, it seems fans in attendance had trouble getting out of the arena, with Grimm's Toy Show posting these videos.
SoFi sucks! 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 Update, they just opened the fire exits to let people out because nobody could get out. So now, we are all going upstairs and leaving up these steps. Hopefully they have this shit figured out better tomorrow. Too stupid!
Speaking to BT Sport, Roman Reigns mentioned how long he will continue to wrestle, saying, at this pace, I take good care of myself. As long as it makes sense, I feel good. I'll be 38 in a couple of months. I still feel like I can probably push to definitely 45 if I wanted to. I don't need to, but really, it's about what is available, the art. Whether it's the accolades chasing, 1,000 days, great, let's do 1,500, okay, cool. 2,000, or it's no. There is something that is pulling me. I have to do this. I have to create this. I have to put this on camera. I have to build this dynamic or rivalry. If something like that comes along, then that will motivate me as well. When asked about rumors of taking a break from WWE, he said, no, I love my setup. They can all say what they want. Every single one of them would take my deal if they could get it. They just can't get it. They'll get a big fat no, and there is nothing they can do about it. They can say what they want. Seth Rollins, any of them, Seth would take my deal. He'd take my dates. He'd love to get my money. It's not for him. It's the tribal chief setup. That's just the way it is. Talk about WrestleMania. The Rock teased a WWE comeback to see the Bloodline in person. Here's the video.
All right, big weekend going down. Right now, it is WrestleMania weekend in Los Angeles at the iconic SoFi Stadium. This message goes out to the WWE Universe. Well, first, the WWE Universe, the fans, the ones who are our anchor and the reason why we're all able and very lucky and privileged and honored to be able to do what we do, to perform for you in that famed squared circle. WWE Universe, have a blast at WrestleMania tonight, which is Saturday. The show's already started. Tomorrow, Sunday. And I know this morning, by the way, was a big morning for NXT. All the performers of NXT, including my daughter, Simone, Ava Rain, baby. She made her big debut. So proud of you, baby girl. Keep up the great work. And so congratulations to NXT and now WWE Universe. Have fun, enjoy WrestleMania. Everybody is performing for you. And again, you're the reason why we get to do what we do. On to the WWE performers, the pro wrestlers, the women and the men who are my fellow brothers and sisters of the squared circle of this business that we love. It's so deeply rooted in our DNA and in our constitution. As I always tell you guys when we speak, go out there, create your WrestleMania moment, make history, and two things that I always underscore: move the crowd, and the Rooster will agree, move the crowd, and have some fucking fun when you go out there. Excuse my language, but have some fun. Move the crowd, have fun, connect with that crowd, because even though what we do is really intense, if you have fun energetically, the crowd knows inherently that you're having fun too, and you just pull them in, and then it is just, you're creating, again, that incredible, iconic WrestleMania moment. So you guys go out there and kick ass. Speaking of kicking ass, I gotta tell you, I'm so excited for not only all the matches, but especially the main event with my cousin, Roman Reigns, the Universal Champion, and to my family, my Ainga, my Ohana, the entire bloodline, Jay, Jimmy, Solo. We're so proud of you guys. Kick ass, electrify SoFi Stadium. Do what you do. It is in our blood. And who knows, maybe, just maybe, down the road, I'll see you in person. Maybe. I'll just leave it at that. And of course, his opponent, a man who I have a tremendous amount of love and respect for, Cody Rhodes. He's my boy. In a way, we grew up together. Our families were together when we were kids. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and the Soul Man, Rocky Johnson, when they were partners, we'd hang at each other's house all the time when we were little kids. But Cody, your journey is so incredibly inspiring, not only to WWE Universe, not only to your fellow brothers and sisters of the locker room, but also to me as well. So very proud of you, brother. You guys go out there, tear the house down, fucking crush it. Sorry for my language. I'm getting excited, but I cannot wait to watch. And also, WWE, I'll say behind the scenes, behind the curtain, the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of WWE employees who are not in front of the camera or forward facing. I know how hard you guys have relentlessly worked for this weekend. So thank you in advance for your work, and congratulations in advance for what seems to be already an incredible weekend. So WWE in Stamford, WWE boots on the ground production-wise in LA, down in Florida, all around the world. Again, Team WWE behind the scenes, congratulations, and thank you so much for all your incredible work. And I'll just end this with the most appropriate way the People's Champ knows how. If you smile, I gotta save it. I'll save it for down the road. Let's enjoy WrestleMania weekend, baby. SoFi Stadium, People's Champion. I'm out. Love you guys.
With it reported that Drew McIntyre has not signed a new deal with WWE, it would be added that McIntyre is actually one of many contracts that are set to expire within WWE by the end of 2024. After the emergence of AEW in 2019, WWE signed dozens of talent to 5-year contracts that year. Many of them ended up being cut and brought back during the pandemic. Fightful had been told towards the end of the Vince McMahon era that the company would likely wait until closer to the contract expiration to renew deals, but we haven't learned how that's changed under Triple H. WWE is eager to keep Drew McIntyre, and we're told they hope to engage him in talks later this year. On SiriusXM, Edge promoted his match at WrestleMania and touched on nearing the end of his in-ring career, saying, "I don't want to be the guy who, when a young guy like Austin Theory looks at the lineup sheet, goes, 'I got Edge, alright, there's going to be some work.' I want Austin Theory to look at it and go, 'Whoa, okay, cool, I get to work Edge.' Just like I did when I looked at the sheet and saw I'm working Mr. Perfect, you know? That's the feeling I want guys to still have. That's what I want the audience to have. I don't want to go past my sell-by date. I still want to be able to be involved in a Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania if I'm around with a guy like Finn Balor, who's at the top of his game. I don't want to stick around until that's not the case. In a perfect world, I'd love to retire in Toronto. Do I know exactly when that is? No, I don't. There are a lot of mitigating factors to that, but this is the last run. There's no doubt about that." And this was your Pro Wrestling News Update. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later.